Hey Aries, welcome into your reading today. My name is Abby. I'm the Oddest Oracle, and I'm going to do a tarot reading for you. So as I spent time in meditation with your energy, like throughout the day, I just kept hearing the phrase, nothing to lose, nothing left to lose, nothing left to lose, which is understandable and can also be a dangerous way to think, because I personally like, okay, well, if you think that, I hope you're not asking to find out. And then the question was, how can you be afraid of living if you're not even afraid of dying? And it's like, not a reckless energy, but there's something you're done with in a way that only Aries can be done with it. So that's what we're going to try to get into today in the tarot reading. I've got some charms here because I felt guided to pull charms first things first, and I have a lot of them. So I don't usually say things like this, but there may be a passed on loved one who's like looking after you, or who is like guiding you or protecting you right now. I'm going to leave that there. And that's never come up in a collective reading before that I've done. So that may be very important for somebody. Some music here. Cupid, who was actually pretty ornery. Ornery is kind of an understatement, but 2 dolphins. We have the phrase protected, okay? We have a snail, some slow movement. Namaste. That came out for Leo yesterday. If you have prominent Leo, it may be worth going to check. The Eiffel Tower, maybe you're traveling, maybe Paris is significant. We have a lock with no key. This always reminds me of the Lover's card, so maybe a contract or an agreement or a new like precedent is what I'm hearing. We have a cat on a branch in the moonlight, which is, for me, that one specifically is like intuition. We have a crown, because I mean, duh, maybe Leo energy also. We have another cat. So I would say if you have a cat, or cats are particularly important symbols for you, pay attention. I do believe there's a reading in here for you, regardless of where Aries is in your chart. Then we have a flower blooming. All right, Aries, we're gonna go ahead first and get out some message cards and use this Roma Traveler Oracle deck that I have. Let's get a couple of cards out for Aries spirit about Aries' energy. Before I do this, let me handle the business up at the top. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There's no sense in becoming activated by a tarot reader on YouTube. Somebody else can do a better job of telling you your story if it's not for me. However, if you stay, I hope that you will, obviously. And if you do, I do believe there's a message in here, because I personally believe that things happen for a reason or by a type of design. Leave that there. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's get some Aries energy. Give me some opening messages for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. My interests matter. Agreed. What is this nothing left to lose situation here, Spirit? Oh, and the song Undeniable by Matt Kearney came through like in my mind, and I think that album is called Nothing Left to Lose. Like, it's an oldie but goodie, and it may be worth listening to the lyrics, or reading the lyrics. You don't even have to listen to the song, but maybe worth it. Just because you dam a river doesn't mean the water's gone. All right, Aries, that's kind of what I'm feeling, right? Feeling like, oh, there's nothing left to lose. Kind of like, fuck this, like, doesn't matter, blah. But it does matter, otherwise it wouldn't even be worthy of your energy to talk about how much it doesn't matter to you. Make sense? All right. I did write a spread for the reading today, so we'll get into that here in just a second, but I just want to get another card or two. Sweetheart. Are you a sweetheart? Foe. Interesting. This is feeling like self-mirroring again. So it's like, I'm a sweetheart, but I'm also my enemy. Interesting. A reunion. Maybe, oh, look at how we've got these laid out here. Sweetheart and foe reunion. This feels like integration, and actually it's like getting me like super excited. Like, I'm really excited for you. All right, I know this doesn't feel like an exciting time. Let me be very clear. My goal here is not to be reductive. It feels exciting to see 2 parts of yourself that you may have kept bifurcated or compartmentalized on purpose to prevent bleed through. Like, it's exciting to see those come through with the energy of coming together, because then it's kind of like all my superpowers are in one place. All right, so how did we get here, Spirit? Let's get a card out for Aries. How did we get here? What? Oh, thank you. Two of Pentacles. Maybe not the greatest decision. Just fine. We're human beings. Clarify that Two of Pentacles for me. I just want to get one more card. Actually, I want to use this one. I'm going to try to keep it simple on the cards today, Aries. I got called to do that for your reading, which is very you. It's very like, get to the point. Okay, I got you. Compassion. Perhaps you showed compassion for somebody who didn't really need it, or perhaps you didn't show compassion for yourself. We'll get more out. What are you protecting? Like, what are you afraid of with this nothing to lose kind of amount of bravado? What are you protecting? What is Aries protecting, Spirit? Can I get a card? Is this fear? I mean, you're not afraid, right, Aries? No. That's not a completely human thing to be afraid, right? Three of Wands. Dare. Two of Wands. Ooh, okay. All right. How are you coping? What's your escape here? How are you leaving this feeling? Because I think Aries is such that if you were staying in the feeling, you'd have to solve the problem that's giving you the feeling. You're escaping with Six of Cups, with nostalgia and the Devil. Yeah, maybe some drinking, maybe some type of addictive behavior. It could be food. It could be watching the Golden Girls. Like, I'm not here to judge or moralize what you're doing, but this is an indication of like staying in a state that's not, it's very Neptunian for me. This Six of Cups is like trying to stay in a childhood or a teenager energy of like the past, and like somewhere where you were more comfortable. And perhaps the Devil is here. Like, I'm really strongly getting like drinking or smoking or something like that, where it's like, this is where I want to stay. I'm more comfortable here. And that's the escape. That's how you're coping. And that's, hey, Aries, the reason people do that to cope is because it works, at least for a little while. Okay? There is no judgment here. All right, what is your empowerment then? If that's your coping skill, what's your empowerment? Your defenses and your enlightenment, the Sun. This is incredible, Aries. Like, well, it will be. It's not right now, but it will be. I mean, Wands, Seven of Wands here. I'm really kind of drawn into this. It's like the fencing around his head up here, these wands up here, are like in the guy's cloak. It is a part of him. Or them, whatever. It's a part of this, is the defensiveness. That's your empowerment. So what's the main lesson for Aries here? What's the main lesson for Aries? Ten of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Well, you're carrying a lot. The main takeaway is that a lot is going on, or it's a heavy burden. It's something you're struggling to handle all on your own. And I'm definitely getting like, give yourself some grace, like some stability, some balance. All right. And then I'm going to pull obstacle, support, advice, obstacle, and support. Can I get 3 cards for Aries? Thank you. Advice, sit still. Obstacle, temperance in reverse. Support, Four of Swords. Okay, if you have prominent Leo, or Leo is important energy for you, I really would go check that reading yesterday. There's a couple of messages in here that are repeating, in the sense that there's a similar feel to this energy. It's very much like, hold on a second. Hold on, Aries. We're getting there. I know patience isn't your strong suit. Hold on to me, okay? Clarify the Chariot in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Four of Swords in reverse. Nine of Cups upright. Five of Pentacles. the Tower. All right. Your advice is to get some control over yourself, over the situation, and some independence here with this Knight of Cups. The obstacle is Temperance in reverse and Five of Pentacles. So to me, this is saying struggling with moderation and shame, especially like financial shame. That's a feeling that's happening here. But then your support is not this rest, but this Tower. I know it's hard to believe that hardship, the Tower, can come through as something that's supporting you. But you have to understand, in the archetype of the Tower card, this is something that has been built. It's very like wise man builds his house upon the sand, okay? And the rains will come and break that down, right? And that too, in what I just said, the rain would be water, perhaps cups, maybe some type of emotion. So, especially with the Four of Swords. This isn't an intellectual Tower. It feels like this is something you already know. It's not something you're feeling, and it's probably not something you're seeing in your day-to-day life yet. So let's run through the whole thing from the beginning. So we have nothing left to lose, not reckless, but definitely done with something. Let's ask, what is Aries done with? I didn't think to ask that, Spirit. What is Aries done with? Can I get a card for that energy? Not reckless, but done. The Tower in reverse. Okay, well, you're definitely, this is incredible. You're done avoiding the thing that you've been avoiding. I don't know what it is. It's probably specific for each of you. Yeah, there's a wake-up call. There's a wake-up here. We have sweetheart and foe, right? Friend and enemy is kind of a frenemy, maybe. But a reunion. Something is coming together for this. So how did we get here? Two of Pentacles, King of Cups. So some kind of a decision, some kind of an energy of the loop, on a loop. I want to clarify that King of Cups, Spirit, please. Can I get a clarifier for the King of Cups for Aries? Clarify the King of Cups for Aries. The Hanged Man. Well, you see it clearly now. You see it clearly. Pisces may be important. Pisces needs to mind their business. They've been in everybody's reading this week, I think. All right. Three of Wands, Two of Wands. What are you protecting? Well, the wish, like the ask and the answer, right? It's like, I don't want to even ask for it because then nobody can deny me that. I don't want to ask for help because then I can't be disappointed when somebody doesn't give me the thing I need or help me with the thing I need. Can you clarify this? What are we protecting? The Two and Three of Wands, please, Spirit. Can you clarify that one time for me? The Magician. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's okay. So we're protecting our magic too. I get it. It's like, oh, how is this? It's like I feel like I have a finite amount of magic. You don't, by the way. That's not how that works. But I'm going to protect it in this situation. What is this? Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose is justice. Aries, what's going on? You're coping. Like, we can see here how you're coping. This is so nebulous to me right now. You're empowered. Like your intelligence is helping. Clarify this Seven of Wands and the Sun, please, Spirit. Clarify the Seven of Wands and the Sun. Death in reverse. Okay, so this is not Aries. Far be it from me to be reductive. What is Aries? Hold on, Aries. What does Aries think about this? Okay, what is it really? Here it goes. Aries, it feels like you think your whole financial world is crumbling down, when in actuality, it may just be a matter of a person or an energy. Like, one energy, one perhaps relationship. Tell me about this death in reverse, Spirit. I think you feel like your entire identity is gonna crack, or there's something like that. But the truth of the matter is that there's just something that you think is different than it actually is, or your expectation of this thing is not in alignment with what it actually is. And so the Tower will come in, and it's not a punishment. It's not because you did anything wrong. It's not like, why? It's nothing like that. But it still feels heavy. It's not to say it doesn't matter or just get over it or not take it seriously. I mean, it's your life, Aries. You should definitely take it seriously. But this is something that you think, Spirit, are they misattributing? Are they like uncalibrated? Are they misattributing where the problem is coming from? Six of Wands. Look, all these birds are looking in the same direction. One more, Spirit. Four of Cups. Yeah, you're missing it. Your intuition is telling you something, but you're misattributing it in the like on this mortal coil, in the 3D, for lack of a better term. Right? Your intuition is telling you something's off. I don't like this. I'm going to get a new perspective. I didn't make a good choice. I feel like I have nothing left to lose. There's something here about a friendship is what I'm getting, but put that however it fits for you. Your empowerment is that this isn't going to break you. This isn't a death situation, right? Like this is awakening more. You have the enlightenment here, and you have the defenses for it. This could get you. We need to be really mindful of this. That's where I'm going to leave that. You're a big adult person, but it does affect your enlightenment. This keeps you in the darkness. Your empowerment is staying conscious, because when you're in this kind of unconscious devil, sun in reverse state, in this very hazy Neptunian Six of Cups state, you're missing the point. So then it's like you come out of that state, that way of being over here in this escape place. You come out of that and you think you have answers, but it's misaligned. And so it's like you're afraid your magic is dying, or you're afraid to hope for certain things, but it's there. And I feel like, so get some control in some capacity, wherever this is fitting for you. Get some control, maintain your independence, and that is emotional and like independence, RE substances also. That is a type of codependency. I'm not judging. I'm just saying this is what the reading is telling me. That whatever the escape is, whatever the chosen method of removing yourself from this super intense energy that you're feeling, is actually almost like a trickster, right? It's almost like leading you down the primrose path. What? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever said that in my entire life, but maybe that means something for you. But I will say too, in the messages, it's not like this is, I don't feel like this is some kind of critical thing. It's just, you're not reckless. You're just done. What are we done with? Spirit, tell me, what are we done with? Star. Tell me, Aries, this is, okay. Aries, you're allowed to make whatever choice you want. I just feel like it's difficult when you've come this far, or it feels, I don't even want to say like a waste. Like this isn't about efficiency or productivity. Why, Spirit? I need something more. Should I switch? Excuse me. Should I switch decks? Okay. Hold on, Aries. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. This Tower is gonna come in. You're done. Like avoiding it. Maybe that's what this message is for, is to just kind of put it in your face a little bit. You got some perspective. Ooh, Aries. Okay. This could be romantic. Earning the love of the weak makes you vulnerable to deceit. That's why. Escape column aside. That's why you're in this place. You are protecting your magic. You are afraid that somebody is going to take that from you or poison it, I'm hearing. Tell me more. To suffer fools is to invite suffering. You're right. I'm not arguing with you, Aries. I agree with you. I have like full chills right now. Holy crap. I have no obligation to seek approval to that which is committed to misunderstanding me. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so what does Aries need help with? What are we, we have the advice is to get a little bit of control. Aries can have a little bit of a pew sort of energy, okay? So spirit is recommending, or your higher self, or perhaps even the loved one we mentioned earlier, is really recommending getting some amount of, put some reins on it. Empowerment. It's like, you're not dead, Aries. You're not, this isn't over. The fat lady didn't sing. Okay. Not yet. Spirit, tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, please. Two of Wands. Okay. There's a lot of Wands energy here. Wow. So we have the Two of Wands over here and what you're protecting. And the main takeaway, offload some of those wands. Like okay, so first of all, in a very practical sense, there is something within your life that you are taking responsibility for that's not for you. We're just going to start there. There's something here that is not your burden, or that you are perhaps holding on to for a sense of control, or you don't trust that anybody will come in and do the thing the way that you want it done, or do it properly. I understand. It's killing you. Like it's really dulling you to some degree. So the recommendation here is to offload the things that are not absolutely vital for you right now. It's really like a reduction, which I think could either trigger the Tower or be triggered by the Tower. I do think that that's going to come in at around the same time, but it doesn't. Spirit is not saying like rest, relax. We are gearing up for a switch astrologically to this like very fire and air energy that can be considered masculine. I'm seeing 2319 on my clock, Aries. That's all you Monsters Inc. kids out there. Ooh, I just felt that, like, when they say in Monsters Inc., in case you didn't know, when they say 2319, it's because there's a contamination. What's the contamination, Spirit? There's maybe some pride, maybe an actual Leo, or maybe somebody who embodies Leo energy. And it was in reverse when I pulled it out, so that could be like a complexed or a shadowed version depending on your language. There's something here that needs to be offloaded. And the thing is that once you do that, it will actually accomplish the goal that you have of protecting your magic, of protecting the thing about you that makes you special, protecting the most precious parts of yourself, and the most creative potential you have will happen not by having these unmet expectations, but by trying to manipulate somebody into meeting these unmet expectations, but by offloading the things that either don't belong to you or that could realistically be offloaded. And I'll leave that there. You're an adult. You can make the choice for yourself. But the guidance here is really to let this Tower come in. I'm here like it's like a cleansing brush fire or something. All right, we're gonna get a couple more just a couple more message cards to close this out, and then I'm gonna let you go, Aries. I appreciate you being here. It's like, what's the point? What's the point? I know, Aries. The point is that you feel that way, that you have nothing to lose, but you have something you need to lose. Okay? That's up for you to decide. Thank you. I can't gift my softness to someone who is too hard to handle it. Yeah. It's a lot of deep messages, Aries. And you don't know all the answers. You just have to be willing to try. You don't have to know all the answers. You just have to be willing to try. Someone else's comfort is not your path. Definitely, Aries. I know you can do so much. I know you can perhaps even do it all. But can you do it all sustainably? Can you do it all sane? Can you do it all in a way that lets you love yourself as you do it and not feel terrible about yourself or feel like a failure all the time? Because that's what this is really all telling me. Yes, you can be confident without being arrogant. All right, Aries. I hope this helps. I appreciate you being here with me today. I'll see you next time.